Minister Lee of VSR and the ad interim Minister of TEAT, Minister De Wever, received a letter from the Anti-Poverty Platform upon recommendation of the Ombudsman. We went to inform them that the tariff increase of the St. Martin Medical Center was illegal, and that consumers that have requested us to intermediate have actually shown us that this was a very abusive increase. Until now, we have not received a letter in answer of our request from Minister Lee and neither from Minister De Wever, but they have until next week, Tuesday, to respond, as they got a deadline of 14 days after receiving our letter. But meanwhile, we had a meeting with SZV on this issue of the tariff increase of SMMC and the fact that SZV also was mentioned as being in agreement with SMMC and with VSR, the ministry, on this increase. The meeting with the Chief Financial Officer of SZV was very productive in that we will be getting more cooperation from the SZV for us to understand how come they have agreed with this tariff increase from the 41.8% cost of living adjustment for St. Martin Medical Center. By explaining the Chief Executive Officer, the Chief Financial Officer of SZV, that a cost of living adjustment for 100% for the St. Martin Medical Center for the period of 2004 till 2017 is illegal. Why? Because according to the official Consumer Price Index development that was brought to our attention by the Statistical Bureau here in St. Martin, a department of the Ministry of TEAT, it's only 34% that they could have charged. But now we explained to the Chief Financial Officer that we don't understand how the same SZV and the same Ministry of VSR can agree with a cost of living adjustment of 100% for one of the healthcare providers, the St. Martin Medical Center, whereas the most recent increase that they have allowed to healthcare providers in St. Martin, physical therapists and the White Yellow Cross Foundation, was only 60% of the 100% that they were entitled to. With the explanation that this was the way in which they could control the cost of healthcare in St. Martin, why all of a sudden this was left out when they had to address the cost maintenance, the cost of refrains of the St. Martin Medical Center, where we have been illustrating for the Chief Financial Officer that when we analyze the annual reports of the St. Martin Medical Center until 2010, there was never a deficit on their annual accounts since 1991 that they started. Why all of a sudden after 2010 we start to see an annual increase in the deficit of the annual accounts of the St. Martin Medical Center? We were told that it is because of a cost of living adjustment. When we asked the Chief Financial Officer if they had compared the cost of living adjustment and if they have seen in the figures that indeed it was the cost of living adjustment that was the cause, that because the tariffs were not updated with the COLA, that's why the deficit started to occur in the hospital, that answer is still pending for us. But we can tell you already that with our calculations, if it was because of the cost of living adjustment that the deficits would have been at the St. Martin Medical Center, then the deficits that we saw would not have been as high as they are now. So with this discrimination of cost of living adjustment for the hospital 100%, for other healthcare providers until recent only 60% of what was due to them, and for the workers, there we come again, there was no COLA since 2012, 0%. This discrimination in our society by the same government, that is not possible. That is not acceptable. And so we have to address that on the bottom of this issue. And we think that yes, for us to have a hospital, we need financing. But to throw it all on illegal COLAs, cost of living adjustments that are not according to what the Statistical Bureau is providing us, is unfair, is incorrect, because if that is the case, then also the workers and also the other healthcare providers can ask for more than what the Statistical Bureau has calculated as being the increase in the cost of living of St. Martin.